Models aren't anything new. Miniature-scale models of towns, cities, and landscapes have existed for centuries. But new technology like GIS and 3D printing is making modeling faster, easier, and more detailed than ever before. So how can we use these new technologies to improve our cities? Hadrian Lang, a Dalhousie Masters of Architecture student, has utilized the skills he's learned to create a 3D printed model, showcasing how two proposed developments may alter a South End block.
I was granted the opportunity to create this model of these two developments. That was for a community group that wanted to show what these would look like. It's very tough to see what a development, one versus another, are going to look like based directly on schematic designs or construction documents or proposals. By using this technology, we can quite easily create representations that are intuitive for people. People look at things and they get them very quickly, but when you only have one image or one view to look at, then you're making it so that you can only comment on one or two or three aspects. People, when they look at a model like this, have to have something that their mind latches onto. If somebody can recognize how big they would be in a space based on the size of a doorway or the height of a window, then they can place themselves in that model. And you get what's referred to as habitation. When you make a model like this, what you get is something that can be interchanged. As developments are added, are changed, are adjusted, you start to figure out the placement of one thing versus another, and it creates an open dialogue. It's not set in stone. It's something that should be discussed and should become a conversation. This model can grow with the city. You could start to create an adaptive model that changes based on the developments that are being proposed, which is the most exciting thing. This model has a lot of potential for planning the city. It can show multiple developments holistically across not just one block or one neighborhood, but the city as a whole. So intuitive modeling of the city is a way that we can benefit the urban design by getting more views, more opinions, and a more informed urban planning method. At the very least, giving the councillors, the planners, and those who are approving these projects the most accurate and intuitive understanding of what they're approving going forward.
Cities like Brisbane, Boston, Singapore, Detroit, and Munich are already utilizing models of their cities to make more informed planning decisions, and they're finding value in the use of these tools. Boston's planning department expects their free-to-the-public online model to increase collaboration with the community and increase transparency with new policies and bylaw changes.
Digital models have the added value of built-in impact assessment tools, such as shadow impacts and object measurement, to analyze height, orientation, and the cumulative impacts of development.
This model took me probably 60 to 80 hours of digital modeling. The digital modeling is the hard part. But here's the thing, when you create the digital model of this, it's not just of a model this big and that's all you can do with it. The digital model is detailed enough that you can zoom in as a little camera and see what it's like to be on the sidewalk down here, like Google Street View, but with the proposed developments, which is a total, leap in the order of magnitude of what type of information you can get from this. I think it's really important that this digital model be of a high enough quality that it can give an accurate representation of the street. So what you get in that case is something that is ready to make the jump into the next technology. Not dealing with this retrospectively, but you're looking forward at technologies like greater 3D printing for one, virtual reality, augmented reality. So this digital model is something that will also scale with the technology as it comes forward, which is really important because we can't just keep dealing with the same methods as planning and approving and community engagement as we have in the past when we have technology surging forward so quickly and making it so much easier to visualize things like this.